All right, I'm back with another video. As I'm reacting to a reality check. If you want to go full time in YouTube, which I I really want to go to full time, even though like I know that I can in my situation. That's just basically when it comes to like job. Where I'm 26, man. I want to get in my own place and stuff. Like it's time for me to like move out and spread my wings and fly. And yeah, like I can't be like doing this for longer, like teetering around. Like if I want it, I really need to go after it. You know what I'm saying? Like if y'all in my situation, then let me know, man. You can let me know down in the comments. But I'm putting my this second channel. Cause like once I really like dig a hammer in, I'm gonna get some good views on my channel, which y'all should go subscribe to Gswagger 3. Like that's just my real channel where I feel like videos are definitely gonna be better quality, especially better quality than this. But this is a reality check. I know it's 30 minutes long, so I ain't gonna like hold y'all up. So I'm gonna play it.
Are you having doubts about becoming a full-time creator? Maybe you don't think you have the amount of time that it takes to keep up, or you're just unsure that it's even going to happen with the infinite sea of creators out there. As somebody who's been a full-time creator for over a decade, here's some things that you probably haven't even thought about. Now, me as a full-time creator, would I give this up and go back to working a traditional job knowing what I know now? No. I'm conditioned for this at this point, but let me take you back to where it started. This was my first ever job. I folded clothes in here and I worked in the dressing room where I would let my friends come in and steal from time to time. I hated this job. I would come in for 4 hours pretty much every single night and have to close the store down and clean up every single thing that the full-time workers didn't do throughout the whole day. So I was getting paid the least amount of money and having to do the most amount of work. I got fired from here for skipping work to go buy some Jordans. I'd say it was worth it. This right here is my second job.
Yeah, like no one, or basically like me in the workforce. It's like no matter what you do, like YouTube, like based on how I heard about other YouTubers, like they are making way more money or banking on way more than what you do like traditionally. Like the jobs I did was Amazon, Walmart, um, like UPS, FedEx. Like I probably did all like stuff you could think of, and yeah, that not like it's not enough, and it's never gonna really feel enough. But YouTube is like it can get to enough, or like it's like they kind of like no limit. Even though like right now I ain't making no money, I try to aim for that watch time. Like I'm probably about to be happy when monetization like comes in, and I don't even care if I got like $1 check. But as long as like say like, oh, I actually got something off social media, like I'm be happy like a step in the right direction. Or like I'm not doing it for money, but I want money in the day so I can go like full time and invest my time in it. That's all I need. But like I'm seeing like it's making millionaires out of people, and I'm just like I want to be there. I like that
I
free.
used to push carts in 100-degree weather and listen to the Carter 3 on my iPod Touch. Life was good, honestly. I got paid weekly, and again, I would spend all my money on Jordans. This is where I truly found out I don't actually enjoy talking to people. I love this job.
The cannabis industry is exploding nationwide, and that's why I created the Master Mentors Live educational platform.
Not do cannabis.
This sketchy building right here with no logos was my last and final job. I used to work in the basement, filing papers for the census. This job was cool. The pay was good, and I didn't have to talk to any customers, but the only thing was I had to work overnight, so I was legit becoming an insomniac. Now, why am I telling you this? Why is this significant? Well, regardless if I hated the job or I loved the job, one thing was for certain. On the exact same day, weekly or bi-weekly, I knew for a fact I was getting paid. And as a content creator, it's not like that. As a full-time creator, you no longer have financial certainty. Like, you could sign into contracts, but it's still really no guarantee of when or if you'll even get paid. Like, I make great money, but I still deal with late payments from brands, and I've had clients duck me for years before I got into YouTube. I've even had situations where I've had rent due and I didn't get paid. As somebody who has a family to take care of, I 100% respect anybody who takes the peace of mind of an on-time check over the volatile creator life. It's absolutely nothing wrong with having a traditional job. And anybody who tells you otherwise is flat out wild. The concept of being a street performer is wild when you think about it. You set up in the most populated area, pull out your best dance moves and tools, and deal with the adversity of people walking right past you without even looking at you. I mean, you go absolutely crazy. Your best dance moves, your best songs for hours. And if nobody stops to even give you a listen, drops no money in your pot, you have no money to eat for the night. It's crazy, right? Well, this is basically what being a full-time content creator is. Your finances are tied to something that you can't control. And when you think about it, that's crazy. I can do market research to see what people might be interested in watching, but I cannot make you engage in my content. And when that's directly tied to how I eat at night, that's insanity. Are you really ready for that type of life? And then the deeper you get into this, the wilder it gets as well. You playing psychology.
Yep. That's true here. That's like on the money. Like, of course, you can feel like when it comes to YouTubers, like someone like his channel, man, he got 483,000 subscribers. Like, if even like having all them subscribers, like he's still not gonna get everybody to view it. Like right now, he got like 47K, and then like it's always a risk that your video is gonna slump. Like it's not even gonna do anything. Like I'm already worrying about it as it is. So like right now, I'm just doing this video, no, or having a feeling that I'm not gonna get a view. Like this is just for my enjoyment. And then like yeah, I'm not gonna get a view on this. So I'm putting it on my second channel because like I feel like I ain't put enough work or some editing stuff in it to make y'all like engage with the content. Like y'all might want to engage with this. Like maybe this style is good for you, maybe it's not, but it's always got that pressure. Like what can I do to make you click on it? And it's not even a guarantee. Like each video, I'm going to get this amount. Like nah, you always got to like innovate, thinking like there's a lot of mental like going into this, and like YouTube kind of controls like how much views you're gonna get. Like I even think about that when it comes to like shorts. When I post a short, I get a bunch of views in like maybe 1 or 2 hours, and then boom, it cuts off. I don't know if it's just because like they didn't like my like content, or people didn't like watching it, or didn't want to like share it or whatever. Or I just feel like YouTube just like, okay, we're done. Let's kill it right here. And some get pushed out more. But I don't even get like how it is. Like it's possible now to get views, but then it was like I feel like they control it, or they get to decide, not like, oh, based off the audience, or like the audience is building up my videos. I feel like YouTube, when it comes to impressions and all that, like I can't control that. Like all I can do is just only hope and put my best effort in and make it believe that yeah, like you gonna that people gonna enjoy and share it and get views. But yeah, but each video is always a
Colleges
guess
trying
we
to see
ain't
what people
doing
are
that.
into. Then you trying to tip the odds in your favor with a catchy title and thumbnail. Then you trying to reel them in with a hook at the beginning of the video. It gets crazy, man. A lot of people don't think about this. They get an unhealthy obsession with views because views do equate to money to an extent. They rely on views for money, and then they become stuck. Holy sh**. Oh my God. That was crazy. I gotta leave that in the video. Whether you plan on doing this full time or not, I highly recommend that you do not 100% rely on viewership for money. It's not the play. Diversify your income with products or services or both. But don't get to a point where you 100% rely on viewership. It's not the move. It's a game, and it's a crazy one. It's nothing like clocking out. You looking at the clock, watching it wind down in 15-minute increments, fantasizing about exactly what you're gonna do when you walk through them double doors. Radio silence from my job for the next 2 days. I'm off. Don't call me, don't text me, don't contact me about nothing. The weekend is here. That's one of the things that I do really envy about leaving the workforce. When you off, you off. And as a content creator, you're never really off. You're really just constantly thinking about creative ideas, even when it's unintentional. Like, you could be sitting down at the dinner table, having dinner, and a genius idea pop up, and you'd be like, oh, damn, I gotta write that down. Or you running on a treadmill, and the idea pops up in your mind. You like, yo, that right there, that's the one. Or you just trying to relax. You chilling watching a TV show, and you see a crazy shot in a TV show and think, yo, if I recreate this shot, it would go crazy in an Instagram reel. And aside from content being mentally draining, the new pace of content is extremely fast. It's super fast. And you either create for it 24/7 to avoid irrelevancy, or you just become okay with the analytical graph flattening out a little bit. If you don't think about this stuff, it quickly becomes a rat race. And I don't knock anybody who does grind all the time and put out hella content, because at some point it's your time, and it's your time to put that work in to make the graph go up. But you are gonna have to relax eventually. You can't sprint forever. This is why you don't see me constantly online uploading, tweeting, Instagram reeling. It's because I just don't really want to get into the rat race. I'm making something, I like it. When it's done, it's done. What happens in between that little section is it's cool. I'm okay with it. I'm totally fine with that.
I love Envato Elements because it is a one-stop shop for me as a content creator, so I can create videos in a
Extraordinary benefits accrue to the tiny minority of people who are able to push just a tiny bit longer than most. Extraordinary benefits also accrue to the tiny majority with the guts to quit early and refocus their efforts on something new. In both cases, it's about being the best in the world, about getting through the hard stuff and coming out on the other side.
All right, man. We good? Okay, is the autofocus catching me? I think we good. Apologies in advance if the audio's butchered at all. Might be windy, but I'm running out of time here. I gotta get this done. That right there was an excerpt from the audiobook The Dip by Seth Godin. An incredible listen that talks about knowing when to quit something or knowing when to stick it out to reap the benefits of doing something that nobody else is willing to do. It's nothing wrong with doing this part-time. Honestly, for me, it's admirable for you to be able to make a decision based on your own personal circumstances and stick to that despite every influence out there in the world gloating the lifestyle. But what I will say is that it's definitely something to be desired about being a full-time content creator. I think that it is a lot sexier than it sounds, especially for me. I don't travel to Italy every single day. I don't live in Bali. I'm not a nomadic creator who just goes to coffee shops in Bali every day and, work from a laptop. But for me, my life looks like me picking up my sons every day from school, or being able to sleep in, or being able to sit on the couch and watch a movie with my wife. And to me, that's important. You got to understand where I come from. My mom worked so much when I was younger that she was not able to come to any of my basketball games. My mom never took me to school unless she had to. If my mom had to go to that school for anything, she was not happy about it. So for me, it means the world to me that I can show up for my sons every single time that they have an event and not feel guilty about it, and not have to skip out on work, and not have to ask if I can call out for the day. To me, that's what it's about, man. But it's all up to you to set up your life exactly how you want it. The grass is always a little bit greener on the other side. It's up to you, man. Make the decision. Now, I do have a behind-the-scenes breakdown of this video to show you guys how I got some of the shots in it. Before I get into it, though, I want to tell you guys about my go-to place for all stock media assets. If you guys are looking for motion backgrounds, motion templates, motion titles, stock video clips, stock audio, stock images, Storyblocks is the place to do it. And I love Storyblocks because with an unlimited plan, you can download and access every single one of these assets and use as many as you want in whatever project you want because these are all royalty-free. Throughout this video, you guys have been seeing this really cool film burn animation to get me from scene to scene, and also this animated title throughout the video to emphasize certain parts of my script. And I got all of these from Storyblocks. The cool thing about Storyblocks is that they have motion templates available for pretty much any editing platform out there. Final Cut Pro 10, Adobe Premiere, Adobe After Effects, DaVinci Resolve, you name it, they got you covered. If you guys are interested in being able to access all of these different stock media assets at one affordable price per month, it's going to be a link down in the description for you guys to check out storyblocks.com. Make sure you guys do. Unlimited plan, you guys will not be disappointed. I love this spot. This is my go-to. Let's get into this behind the scenes. It's brick, but we starting, and I'm excited about that. This cold right here is like very, very uninspiring to me right now. So what I'm gonna do to get this video started is just pop some shots off in the car, man. Car is easy. I can keep the heat on, get some motivation, and then we'll eventually slide to the more unbearable conditions of being outdoors. But of shooting and actually enjoying it too. We'll talk a little bit more about the gear once we hop in and hop into this video. All right, so back to what I was saying. I've been extremely unmotivated because of nothing else but the weather, but the car is a hack, and also just shooting something that's easy to get into the rhythm of shooting and actually enjoying it to make me want to go shoot some better stuff. Okay, so I got the R5C back there, and on it I have the Sigma 24mm f1.4, one of my favorite all-around lenses. Has a great aperture range, nice and evenly lit, but this skylight right here is making it seem like I got a light overhead. It looks really nice. So I'm gonna run through this and shoot some stuff. A lot of people were asking about was my scripts, like how do I write scripts, how do I remember what I'm supposed to say with my videos. Basically, when I do write my scripts, I just use my notes phone on my app, and then I'll separate it out into like a paragraph basis, and then when it's time for me to hop on camera, I can summarize that basis so it doesn't feel like it's being read off of a script. But sometimes if I know that I need to read very specific things, like maybe it's the specs of a camera or the specs of a light, I will read those things off of my... Oh, and the autofocus is catching me. You love to see... Oh my gosh, look. All right, so for the next shot, we got same tripod, same setup, everything, lens, everything. But I raised it up. It's in the front. I don't know if...
Let me show you how we do stuff around here. Actually, my department uses Monday.com, so I'm good.
If y'all can see it, but it's snowing, so my conditions are getting worse and my motivation is going down, but we still here, but we still gonna kill it. So right here, right now, this is my first job, Old Navy. I hated this job so much. I hated it so much. I was a part-time worker. I would come in for 4 hours and close the store down. And everything that the workers did earlier in the day, the full-time workers, I had to clean up after them and basically fix what they didn't do. I just wasn't rocking with it. So we're about to get this opening shot right now to go into a little bit of my backstory. Y'all let me know down in the comment section, what was your first job? What was your first job? Did you hate it? Did you love it? This right here, let me know.
All right, well, I'll probably stop it right there. I'll probably be watching the rest of it, but yeah, it seems like he's now just doing like the backstage stuff, or like how he got his script started, and he's explaining pretty much everything. So I'm like, hey man, if you want to be a full-time YouTuber, go ahead. Like I want y'all to do that, man. Go and like join me, be a part, man. Like we can work together, man. Like we can get down in the comments, man. Like maybe we might collab, do something. Even though like you are my competition, by the way. Not gonna lie, and I might be coming for you. Like Gswagger will be up top, but don't worry, man. I'll bring you up, man. Like you're my competitor and teammate at the same time. But hey, man, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And yeah, man, make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and I want y'all to be great, good, Gswag. We are out. Peace.